Okay, right now. Welcome once more to Japa Challenge. I have another guest with me. Sir, can we meet you?
Well, my name is Iroko Olusegun.
Okay.
I'm a civil servant. I work with the National Institute for Cultural Orientation, and it's my pleasure to be here.
Okay. Now, I know you know about the Japa syndrome. What do you think about the Japa syndrome in Nigeria?
Well, the Japa syndrome is a phenomenon that is well known and is everywhere, and that is what is reigning. You know, people just want to escape. They feel they are getting suffocated, in Nigeria. They feel they cannot make ends meet, and their mind tells them that if only they can leave the shores of Nigeria to another country, European country, that things will be better for them, you know. So basically, that's why people are living in droves. They are looking for greener pasture, in a nutshell.
Okay. I know you lived abroad once.
Yes, that's true.
Yes. For how long did you stay? Which country and for how long did you stay?
I stayed in London City
Okay.
for barely a year.
Okay. So, what advice do you have for those who want to Japa?
Well, those who want to japa should be very realistic about it. Okay, don't just leap, don't just jump into the water. Try and know the depth of the water, otherwise you can get drowned. It's not all that glitters that is gold.
Or shark? It might be shark infested.
Yeah, it's not all that is glitter that is gold. I recall I was at the Nigerian embassy in UK, and I saw a beautiful lady in the cold. She knelt down, was crying. Kata was coming out of her nose, and begging that, please, I want to go back to Nigeria. I just want to go back to. I can't take it anymore. I'm at the verge of going crazy. And I felt, look at the irony of life. There are people in Nigeria that wants to come over, and you are begging that people should take you down. So if you have not counted the cost, one, well, how are you going to do the accommodation? Do you have people supporting system? Do you have, can you walk? Those are basic questions.
And what kind of work?
And what kind of work? You understand?
Are you ready to carry debt or to work in a mortuary?
I am telling you, there are all kinds of ridiculous jobs. You see a chief executive officer in Nigeria, you see them in the street of London sweeping the street or washing the body of corpses and all of that, and you say, what kind of transition is this? But then, way back in Nigeria, they didn't know what they are going to be getting into. They've gone ahead to sell their property, sell their houses, sell everything, and they are thinking that, over there is my El Dorado. But you can get there and get very disappointed. That is not to say that they are having people that go there and they make it. You understand what I'm saying? But you have to be very calculating. You have to understand what you are going into and the nitty-gritty, not just jump into the darkness. Thank you.
Now, what is the role of government in all these things? Should government just fold their hands and watch?
Government should be more responsible. Government should be more empathetic. I'm sorry to say, when you compare the African government with the European foreign government, I think over there they are more caring to their citizens. Over there they believe in legacy. They believe life is about service. But the average African country, most of the time, what an average official thinks about is how to stuff his pocket. You understand what I'm saying? You loot money that in a lifetime you cannot finish spending. Even when you transfer it to your children cannot finish spending. So what kind of a life is that? And then the bottom line is that we are all going to die. So why can't we want to create a conducive environment, economic environment, and egalitarian society, where everything works, not just for one person, but for everybody. So the youths have been neglected. The youths have been treated unfairly. You understand? I would have looked at a situation where government will set up skill acquisition center everywhere to interface with the youth and bring out the best in them. Because an average youth now is confused, is disillusioned, You understand what I'm saying? He doesn't even know his right from his left from his right hand. You understand what I'm saying? Because of the situation in the country. So I will advise that the government should turn over a new leaf. You know, turn over a new leaf. Let's harvest this youth. Let's maximize their potential. Okay, so that it can be better for them, and then it can be better for Nigeria as a whole.
Now, the reaction, the government in the past have been reactive, trying to make it difficult for nurses to get their documentation registration, or for doctors to get their. In fact, I even heard they are going to even make it difficult to for passport, so that to stop it from going out. But people are still, it has not worked because some people are even going to other countries to train as a nurse, other neighboring African countries to train as a nurse, and then from there still move ahead. So, do you think it's the right way to go just by stopping people from going, or is it,